Aloha interwebs, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today is Friday and we're going to do some gameplay and got another episode of Adventures in the LFR for you guys. And before we started that, I just wanted to show you something real quick. There's a rare spawn vendor out on the Timeless Isle that you can buy little things for your perky pug. You can feed him a treat to make him bigger, and then you can buy costumes for him. So put a princess hat on my pug. Because that's just funny. Who doesn't want a princess pug? Anyways, into the LFR. So, the Siege of Orgrimmar opened up for me, so I wanted to jump in there like I always do. Didn't really do any kind of research on it. I wanted to see if I can do this without completely failing. And I will say that there are some deaths in here, but they're not all my fault. They're mostly my fault, but they're not all my fault. Anyways, this guy is Immersus, or as I like to call him, the boss that sucks. He's a fairly straightforward fight. It's boss ads, boss ads, boss ads, don't stand on the crap in the ground. Which we all know by now, I love to stand on crap in the ground. I was actually doing a really good job of not standing in the pools that will kill you over time if you stay in them too long, and there's also little wisps of smoke that whirl around and grab you and throw you in the air, and I did a pretty good job at avoiding all of that. And then eventually what will happen is that the boss will go into phase 2, where he goes into the pool in the middle of the floor and then spread out into little blobs of slime, and you're supposed to kill the bad blobs or heal the good blobs before they get to the middle of the pool, because they cause a massive AoE thing. Because if the blobs get to the middle of the pool, then it causes some AoE that radiates out from the center of the room, and it does a lot of damage. And if you happen to be standing too far away from a healer, then you're going to take a lot of AoE to the face, which is actually what that's what happens to me. So I did what I was supposed to do. I attacked the boss, attacked the ads. It didn't stand on and stuff on the floor, but I guess there wasn't a healer that was very close to me on the platform that I was at, so too many of the blobs hit the middle and AoE'd the hell out of me, and I died. So what do I normally do when I die? I give you guys a cinematic. There's really nothing else for me to do while I'm dead on the floor, as the rest of the raid is, soldiering on and finishing up killing the boss. So here you go. There's some footage of slimes and things, and everybody else in the raid doing the right thing, which is not dying to AoE in the middle of the floor. So that was basically a rinse and repeat situation. Boss ads, boss ads, boss ads. Yay for winning epics when you're dead. That's the best, right? That's what LFRs are for. So this next group of idiots, I hate these guys too. This is also a pretty straightforward fight mechanic-wise, as long as people are paying attention, and which I was reading the raid chat. This is the Fallen Protectors, and there's 3 bosses, and there's 1 main boss and 2 mini bosses. And from what I gathered in just listening to the people talking, and now hopefully they know what was going on, was basically to focus down the main boss until they tell you to switch. So that's what I did. I attacked who they told me to attack, and we did it in a certain order. And it's my understanding that at certain times they'll spawn different little ads, and you're supposed to kill those guys, and then you're supposed to kill the 2 smaller bosses, or get them all down to around the same percentage. But ultimately, really, you're supposed to kill the mini bosses before you kill the big boss. If we kill the other ones, or kill the main boss too soon, it pisses off the other little mini bosses, and then it's just a hassle. So things had to go in a certain order. I didn't know what the particular order was, but they were telling me what it was, so I was following that lead. They kept marking skull, so that's what I was attacking. It seems to me bad things would happen to us as a group if we didn't do it in a certain order, so that's what I did, and we win. Yay! I didn't even die that time. That was good. This boss, I do believe we wiped a couple times doing this one, but I actually think that this is actually kind of a fun fight. So you don't actually fight the guy, the boss that you have to talk to. He spawns this, you know, Shaw-looking thing, and you have to fight that thing. So you don't actually fight the guy. And this is another pretty straightforward fight. It's boss ads, boss ads, boss ads. And in the normal version of this, there are orbs that appear around the room, and people are supposed to click on the orbs and go into this darker black and white sub-zone, fight these ads, and then come out. And from what I gather is that if you don't kill the ads, it heals the boss, or there's something that makes the fight go ridiculously stupid and pretty much not in your favor. So here I am trying to slowly DPS my way through these ads, and you come back out of that zone and you fight the boss. And then there's also ads that spawn in the boss zone, in the boss phase, and you're supposed to kill the ads. The ads have priority, although they run amok and kill people. So, you know, boss ads go into and you get randomly selected to go into the zone, which happened to me a lot, which I'm fine with. I guess I didn't really need a healer in there. I could DPS at my leisure and hopefully didn't die inside there before I came back out and joined the rest of the group. So I got into the zone a lot, and that was fine by me. And you just pop out of the zone and you go back to attacking the boss, and you kill the ads when the ads come out, and then you get back on the boss because the ads have priority over pretty much anything else that's going on in there. And that's how you win. Basically pay attention, which is what I was doing on that fight. Now, on this fight, on my initial run, my first run through this whole thing, we got to this boss and smashed our face against the floor, and we couldn't get it down. But I understood what needed to happen, but the group I was with, they finally gave up. So all week long, I've been fighting to get back into an LFR just to kill the last boss, so I could finish this video for you guys. And it finally happened last night. I'd been in there quite a few times just to get to the last boss, and a lot of LFR groups just, it was too hard, we were wiping too much, they just gave up. So it was a huge pain in the butt just to even get to the last boss and then finally put a kill on him. So this particular group actually kind of understood the mechanics of the fight. Basically, you're attacking the boss. Then randomly a couple people will get put into prisons, like now, and you're supposed to go and run and stand on the platform. It releases those players from the prison. If you leave them in there, they'll die. There's also a ad that spawns behind the group that the ranged people are just supposed to turn around and kill, which was happening. I didn't even turn my camera around because I was assuming that people were doing what they were supposed to be doing, and that is what was going on. But there's also another section where smaller ads spawn, and I just started AoEing, and I guess maybe either I wasn't supposed to do that or the tank wasn't ready or whatever, but I pulled aggro and I died. They ate my face. So this is another boss where I died, and I get to show you a cinematic again, because that's what I do when I die. It's the only thing I can do when I'm stupid and pull aggro on a bunch of ads and they eat my face off. So, cinematic. But other than the AoEing of the ads and the face eating, I was doing what I thought. I was proud of myself to even go to the platform and get people out of the prison, because Normally I wouldn't. I'd just stand there and DPS the boss and go, oh, somebody will get it. Somebody will go. But doing this fight a couple times in, you know, a couple different groups, I just learned that some people just aren't going to go and let people out. So I took it upon myself to do it. It worked out in our favor, minus the fact that I don't know how to control my control my own AoE, and I died. But the boss went down, and I was happy about that. Peace out, interwebs. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Catch you guys at the next video. I had this egg in my bag, and I had no idea where I picked it up from, but it gave me this awesome little mount. So it's cool to get little mounts.